Today we are going to have the stative participle, or we can also call it imperfective. And after having this, you already have 4 kinds of declensions for verb. You have perfective past, perfective participle, you have antecedent converb, and then you have stative participle. So you can read like 70% of Newar text, and you will be able to figure out the verb form. So I'm very confident that next week we are going to have a very good reading of the Buddhist Gatha. And now I'm having very good confidence. A few things to clarify regarding yesterday's text. That Kane, I think this must be some mistake made by the author. Actually, we've already, when we did that in Toronto, we already have a list of mistakes that we are going to send to Felix author about it. So this Kane, is just like having seen that. And also here, the bijaga is also a little bit problematic. It has like perfective past, but it's imperfective past, or actually it's, you can also say stative participle. So here is also a little bit mistake here. And also, and yesterday someone asked me about this Poda Rabe, about like which kind of Sanskrit root it derives from. I think this should be Pala, Paladi. Pala, to break, to split, and also like the verb for ripen is in Sanskrit is also this Pala. So the fruit is Pala. So this is the answer to that. And today our plan is to learn this stative participle, and I have another 10 examples taken from the Buddhista that we can practice about this kind of verbal form. Okay, so any questions? Or any questions about yesterday's lesson? So let's get started. The imperfective or stative participle is by adding a to the 0 grade of stem. So for the first class verb is the nga, and for the second class is ga. For the third class is wa, and for the fifth one is la. And you see mala here, the stative participle is actually same with the perfective past. So in perfective past, you have mala, mala, malo, malan, etc. But here, stative participle is also mala, so it's kind of the same. We don't really figure out like which, whether it's a perfective past or a stative participle at the end of the sentence, and it's just like something is necessary or something was necessary. There are some variations of a few verbs. So jonga, which is very, very common in Newar reading at the end of the sentence, like stay, to be. So we have jonga and jongo, or sometimes we have like written as jongo in this way, or. But I feel the most regular form is jonga. You see this more than others. And in the early text, in the 14th century, this is the legal text, Nibal Sivat 500, which is 1380 CE. That is the Nyaya Vigasini, that is the legal text, the oldest legal, the oldest Newar legal text we find in Nepal. And we have Jongja, but we don't have this kind of form in later readings. In the narratives reread, which are mostly composed after the 16th century. And for Tanay, we have some like Tago, Hine is Tingo, Wone is Wongo, but we have more regulars as Wonga and Manga. And the most common like extensively find in the Newar is the wo, do, and the do. So that this is a perfective stative participle of the to exist or the day. You often when we see like something existed or there is something, we often have this do. And if you say there is not, there is like madu. And there's also in modern Newar, people would say madu, something we don't have. Or sometimes it becomes retroflex like maru, but it's the same. It's just like the to exist. And this stative participle is used more as a disjunct in Classical Newar. So now we have in Classical Newar for first person we should have the conjunct, which is the perfective participle, and then for the second and third person in declarative sentence is disjunct. So we can have perfective past or stative participle as the disjunct, and in the second person interrogative, we can have the perfective past, perfective participle as conjunct, and for first person and third person, we can use perfective past and stative participle as disjunct. So we have a few sentences given the author here. So first one, udar dishasa Nepal nama desha davo. So udar is north, disa is direction, sa is the locative case ending, Nepal is Nepal. Nama is the name, Desa or Desha is Desha in Sanskrit, country, and Davo is the stative participle of the existed. So in the north direction, there is a country named as Nepal. Until Nepal Desha sa Jasakedu Nama Raja Davo. Until Nepal Desha sa Desha again country locative. In the country of this in this Nepal country, Jasakedu, this is a proper name. It's the name of the king. So Jasa is Yashas. In Sanskrit, that's fame or glory. And Gedu, it has many meanings. It can be like banner or chief. So here, maybe like the banner of glory. It's the king's name. It's very common for kings have name like this in Sanskrit. So Jasakedu Nama Raja Davo. So Davo stative participle. There existed a king named as Jasakedu. And here we have Davo, but we can also have do or do as stative participle. Any questions? No. In these two sentences, we see that the subject is just the third person, like a king existed or a country existed. So the third person disjunct using this stative participle. The second one, Bhogabaliga chunimidana dadado bilvapala dohona amulia redanabia. Bho is interjection, Gabaliga, the Gabaliga ascetic, and chu is the interrogative. So why?
What's the difference between chu and chana? The same.
Chana is more like why, and chu also has a sense of like what. So here it actually goes together with this nimidana. So nimida is reason and na is the ergative ending. So for what reason? So to put together like why. And chu is more like it used as what is more often. So chu nimidana for like what reason. Da also is long time. Bilava is kind of fruit. Actually in South Asia, bilava fruit is like it's often used during religious rituals. Like in Durga Puja, the goddess is invoked to the pot on which a believable fruit is placed. And also in Newar marriage, like first a girl should be married to a believable fruit. So first to a fruit and then to a real person, a man. I would say the taste is very dry. So normally it's for juice that you make it in juice and add a lot of water. And you have masala in it, like some curry powder in this below juice. And you often find it on the street, like a street drink in South Asia. And doho is pretension. So in disguise, in pretension, in disguise. So in the story, the Gabaliga just put the jewels like Amulia, Benjaradana, like five very precious jewels in the bill of fruit, and he gave it to the king every day. So the king here was asking that, "Oh, Bagaliga, why did you give me the jewels, Amulia Radana, the invaluable jewel inside or in the disguise, in the pretension of the billable fruit." So Amulia, we have this yesterday, the precious, invaluable, and Radana, the jewel, and Ba is the perfective participle of Ba, and this one is conjunct. So we see it's an interrogative sentence and it's second person. So you, why you are giving me this?
Can we analyze double?
Oh, okay. Da is the adjective for like big or long. Like we have the wo for great, and da the do is related to time. So da the do is the like long time.
The do is not kind of verbal. It's not from a verb.
I kind of don't know. I wonder it could be related to the ye or existing or something like that, but I just couldn't find any like analyze about it in the dictionary. Okay, any questions? And chunimidana, this expression is very common. Like Chana is more like Newar native, but chunimidana is kind of like a combination of Sanskrit and Newar. And this text is translated from Sanskrit. We actually did like comparative reading of the Sanskrit version and the Newar version. It's quite literal, so we see there are so many Sanskrit words here in the examples. Any questions? Okay, if not, then we can move to the next one. Mahaburusha Vira Ngojala Banjuya. So Mahavira, so Maha is Sanskrit, great. Purusha, a person, so a great man. And also in Sudras, the Buddha is called a Mahaburusha, a great man associated with 32 auspicious marks. And Vira is hero. But actually this story has some like tantric setting. So in tantric, like Shaiva tantric setting, hero leader is not only like a man of great courage, but a practitioner of the practitioner involved in the tantric practices, which would bring about supernatural powers. So here, actually, this Gabaliga, the ascetic, is talking to the king that I want to search for a leader which can, who can help me with my ritual that could produce just some longevity or other magic powers.
Does Vira come from Sanskrit Virya?
Yes, it's Vira, and Virya comes from Vira. So Virya is the adjective form of Vira in Sanskrit. And Koji Laban here is looking for, it's also Sanskrit. When we say Laban, we know that it's not a native Newar, but it's just a Sanskrit word transformed into Newar. So search for, and this is co-verb. And Juya here is the perfective participle of Juye. Here it works as it functions as an auxiliary verb. So Juye here means he keeps doing something. We will learn about the auxiliary in lesson 14 and 15. So now you may just memorize that Juya, Juye as an auxiliary may function as keep doing something. So because we say Juya is a perfective participle, it's conjunct, and it's declarative sentence. So we know that the subject must be first person. I have been looking for a hero who is a Mahaprusha, is a great man. Yeah.
Have you seen this alaba construct? Did you talk about this?
No. Not yet. We didn't go into that.
So we see it for the second time, right? We have this toda.
Yeah, we will learn it later. Yeah, in later lessons, there are more clarifications.
How do we know that it was first person again?
Juya is a perfective participle and is a conjunct. And in the declarative sentence, only first person goes with conjunct, while second person and third person have to go with disjunct. So if here is Julo or Julen, then it could be third person. But here is Juya, so it's conjunct, then it's first person.
I have one more quick comment.
Yeah.
So here on this alapam, this construct.
Yeah.
So it seems like in both the cases, it's actually the new Hungarian words that we used to do. Koji is the new word for searching, right?
In Hindi,
Yeah. And in that case, I think the previous one is also the Kodalapam. It's probably the same word as Hindi, not Koda, sorry, Kodalapam. I'm guessing it's the same word as Hindi, Kodana.
Oh, okay, I see.
Break apart. That one comes from Sanskrit, Koda.
Yeah, polity. Yeah, polity, like a causative. Yeah, thank you for this comment. Yeah, we know that when we say Laban is not it's not native, so it could be from other Indo-European sources.
Not only Sanskrit, but
here it seems that yeah. Any questions? If not, then we can go to our exercises for stative participle. Anyone would like to read the first sentence?
Padeshaya Paramika Rajadal. The demonstrative Deshaya country in the genitive.
Yeah.
Paramika is a judge. Rajas are noun here, and Dal is that to be in the stated. So the king is the judge of that country, of this country.
Yeah, exactly. This word Badamiga is kind of interesting. I have, like in Sanskrit, Bada is the other shore, and Gamiga is to go, going cross, passing over. So we don't know like why the Sanskrit words like crossing over becomes judge in Newar, but Jungsen suggests that it's possible like Badamiga becomes confounded with Baliaye in Newar. So Baliaye is to settle, to decide. And so that's his suggestion about why Badagamiga could mean the judge. But yeah, that's just for your reference. And we don't know if this is the correct explanation, but anyway. Todeshaya Badamiga Raja Davo. So the Badagamiga, the judge of this country, Deshaya in genitive, was the king or is the king. Or we can also say like we have a king as a judge in this country. So we just translate according to the context.
Balayaya is Balayaya is also Sanskrit.
Yeah, I think so.
So for the
to like make turn or to make. And also this like bala, like to make bala, to do bala is also like to decide to judge in Pali. Any other questions? So anyone would like to do the next sentence? Yeah.
So bird, genitive,
Yes.
sound. So the bird's sound.
Yes.
Did not have any sound at all.
Yes. Yeah.
It didn't make any sound at all.
Madu.
So do is the to be.
Yes.
It's the stated.
Yeah.
So did not was
For a stated participle is either way. You can is or was. You're also both are okay. So the subject of the sentence is Bakshi, Bakshiya Shabda, and Madu is not exist. So there is not even Sudhanama, so not even the sound of a bird.
So there was not even.
Yes, yes. Sudhanama, we don't know like from which source this Sudhana comes from. And Jungsen suggests that it might be like from Hindi, like Siddha, like street, but we don't know. So Sthadama, like the negation, like not even. So Bakshiya Shabda, Bakshi is Sanskrit, Bakshi, bird, the bird, and genitive, genitive ending singular. And Shabda, sound. So the sound of the bird, Madu, did not exist. And Nabang here, we have Nabang before, but it is together with. But here Nabang is emphatic particulatic. So there was not even Sudhandama, so there's not even the sound of bird. So in the story, the context is that our hero entered a very terrible forest, and there's just a total silence and not even the sound of a bird. Any questions?
Yeah, I have a question about sort of the usage of these texts. So when modern Newar people are reading these texts, what kind of like social context does that happen in?
You mean reading this text?
Do they read them out loud, like as sort of a religious kind of ritual, or do they sort of use them as like folk tales, or what is it?
First of all, Newar, like modern Newar people do not read classical Newar texts.
Okay, so they can't.
But secondly, we have this great tradition of storytelling in Nepal. In the like Kartika month, the month of Kartika, which is around like November, they have like great Hindu festivals, and people would like in Patan, Darbar Square, places or in the temples, they will have that storytelling happening almost every day, and there will be like a priest, someone like tell this story to the people, and in the morning, like in the 7 o'clock, you can see a lot of people just sitting on the square and listening to these stories. But this stories is more like folk tales, so it's less common. But the more common ones are really just stories. Like in Hindu tradition, we have like stories about Krishna. We have stories about Durga, the goddess who kills the demon. We have also like devotional stories. And in Buddhist context, in the Gumla month, the month of Gumla is around August. Like also at that time in Patan, we have storytellings about avadanas of Buddha. So it's more like they do not read, but there is like an oral tradition about telling and perhaps retelling of those stories. And we can see like the storytellers, they kind of improvise something also into the story to fit into the present context.
The tell story in modern Newar.
Yes, in modern Newar.
That was my question.
Any other questions? It's a very interesting experience. I highly recommend you to like go to Nepal and feel about the storytelling, like how it works and how it experiences like. It's very interesting. Any other questions? Any other questions? I don't know like how many percent of modern Newar people would read classical Newar. I think there are like the teaching of classical Newar is definitely in the like Tripura University in Kathmandu, but relatively like very few. And we will have this kind of summer workshops for teaching Newar in Toronto. We have so many online learners from Nepal, like they came to learn their own language, or sometimes they also learn the modern because they speak the modern and they do not really like write or read the mother language. Because even modern Newar in the 19th, 20th century, there's kind of the depression of Newar people speaking their own language. So we have many like Newar friends, they understand modern Newar, but they do not speak about it. Okay, any other questions? Nope. Okay, so we can move to the next one. Anyone would like to try the next sentence?
I think it's related to time.
Yes.
I forgot what is Veda.
Realize time.
Yeah,
Okay.
beta is time, or beta, sometimes you will see the retroflex, they're interchangeable.
So Bella plus located.
Yeah.
And Hadas quickly. Valijan, is it the merchant?
Yes,
And plus ergative.
sorry?
Ergative.
Yes,
And Rasa on the road. It's road plus locative
yes,
and verb stated principle for years.
yes,
Purusha, the man.
Yeah.
And Nimpa 2 plus element 35.
yes,
And so here the 2 is Ni.
Yes. yeah,
it's
sometimes
like-
it's nay, or ni, they're the same.
And Bongav, antecedent converb of bonnet to call.
Yeah.
And Daran is to say.
Yes, exactly.
So at this time.
Yeah.
The merchant.
And then Hadasana,
Like he quickly.
yes, and Bongao,
He quickly invited.
yeah,
Or
Yeah.
called.
Yeah.
Two men on so he called them to come, like they're to come to the road.
in that way, that would be like verbal noun, like woye. But here we have wowo, so wowo, like as a participle, it kind of modifies the purusha. So the person who are, like,
The two men who are on the road.
yeah, who came on the road.
Okay.
Yes, who come, yeah, like coming on the road, two men coming on the road.
And after he called them, he said something.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so we see the stative participle can be placed at the end of the sentence. But here we see that as a participle, it can also modifies the noun after it. So here is an example. So wowo, rasa wowo purusha. So a person who came on the road. So rasa, we had that before, and that time rasa means rejoice. So this one also at the first sight, you might think this is again like delight, rejoice, delight. But here you need some analysis. And here ra is road, and it's also written as ra. Last time we saw that, so it can be either long or short. So ra, the way, and sa is the locative case ending. So on the road. So two person who came on the road, and nima, ni is two. Ma is the classifier for animate noun. This bongavo is the antecedent converb of bone, to call, or in the if a king, then we can translate as who have like sermoned, so sermoned someone and spoke. So here is just a merchant, so we just say like he called two person and spoke to them. And hadasana is like quick, hurry, and na is ergative ending, or instrumental ending to make it adverb. So it's quickly, hurriedly.
So here quickly modifies the action of calling.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think if it were the merchant came on the road, then there would not be this ergative ending. If it were he came quickly on the road, then it would be banijara rasnama.
Yeah, and also if we want this reservoir modifies banijana, then we have to place it here, like before the banijana. And also your point is right. If it's like if we have like a comma here, and then we would think, would this modifying the banijala, but no, because it's ergative. And vowel does not often go with ergative subject since it's intransitive. Yeah.
So we translated the stated participle like baba or vowel
Mhm.
as who came on the road.
Yes.
Could we also say like the men coming on the road?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Any questions? It's a little bit tricky, and in the reading we see a lot of this stative participle modifying the noun after it. Any questions?
Oh, is Hadassah Sanskrit?
Yes, Hadash. This is an example taken from Buddhist Gata. So when you read Newar text, you will find like different texts, they have different percentage of Sanskrit words. So this one is relatively less Sanskritized, but we have other like some Buddhist Avadanas really very Sanskrit, and also that's Vedala story very Sanskritized.
Which branch of Buddhism do Newar people follow?
Newar Buddhism. I would say it's like a combination of Mahayana and Vajrayana,
Okay.
and it's very tantric, and I would say very much influenced by Hinduism.
So there's no like influence of Pali on any text.
I feel like Pali text or Theravada Buddhism is not very, like in the past, it does not have much influence in Nepal.
Okay.
Like in the 20th century, there is a kind of like bring the Theravada Buddhism again back to Kathmandu Valley, but it's quite a modern like movement. And now we are having more and more Theravadian monasteries in Kathmandu, but it's like historically in the past it's not. And for this text, since the Sanskrit words are so less, and we have like some, Jungerson actually suggests that it could be translated from like other vernacular languages from India, like maybe Hindi or like Maithili or some other things. And this is possible. Any other questions? Any questions online or any comments? Okay, if not, we can move to the next one. It's also the stative participle functioning as a modifier for the noun. Any volunteers? This one is quite short.
아예 반자라 저너가 뒤에 종해라 나비야. It's all merchant. How do you give away the jewel that exists?
Can you repeat?
All merchant. How do you exist and give away the jewel?
I would say if in that case, that would be like chana gathe, chana redana gathedia. But here gathe modifies junga. So jung and junga modifies redana.
So like that's did you give away the jewel the how it which
Yes.
exists in what way?
Yeah, so gathe junga redana. So redana is jewel, junga is
That
being,
exists.
and how, like being like how or
And
being like what?
Like what kind of
Yes.
jewel? Okay.
Yes, exactly.
What kind of jewel did you give away?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yeah, exactly,
That was
yeah.
a bit confusing.
Yeah, this one is short but confusing.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, can you put together again?
Aye is the interjection. Panjala is merchant.
Yeah.
Chana is the ergative form of the second person pronoun you.
Yes.
Gate is how. Jonga is the stative participle of be.
Yeah.
Which means that which is or that which exists.
Yeah.
Ratna is the jewel.
Yes.
And Bia is the perfective participle of give, which is used here because it's the second person.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, perfect parsing. I don't have to explain anything now. Any questions? Yeah, the context is that if they were talking about two merchants have some quarrel regarding the jewel, like to whom the jewel should belong to, and here the judge is asking about like which kind of jewel you gave him before. Any questions? Okay, if not, then we can move to the fifth one. This one is a bit long. Anyone would like to give it a try?
I can try.
Oh, please go ahead.
Kathimna Banasa Yanava Mahatrasa Yanava Chona Balasatva Vikrama Kishara Nama Chintapam. So we have Kathimna Banasa Tianava, so having arrived at such a forest.
Yes.
Banasa in the locative.
Yeah.
Mahatrasa Yanava. So then again we have the antecedent converb, but this is a ya.
Yeah.
Like to do.
Yeah.
So like having, I don't want to read become, but or maybe having made. Mahatrasa, great fear, having become very fearful.
Yes.
My guess. Chona Belasa. So Chona again we have the stative of chone.
Yeah.
And Belasa is the locative for time.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how to put those together, like at that time. Chona Belasa.
Yeah, at the time of.
At the time of.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the time of having become very scared.
Yes.
Yeah. Va Vikrama Keshara Nama. So like the person who's called Vikrama Keshara.
Yeah, sorry, num should be together with this name, and this is just the archetype, and I just parse it through. It's Vikrama Keshara na in the text put together. Yeah, it's archetype. It's just archetype.
I see. So this person named Vikrama Keshara thought.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And if we want to say like whose name is, and then we need a nama, so it's long R. And this one is just the short one as the archetype case.
Oh, I see.
And Jindalabana is also Sanskrit, Jinda, to think. Can you put it together?
So this would all be what this person thought. Is this the concept? Or it's like and then he thought.
The later sentence is his content.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but this one is like in which condition he thought.
I see.
Yeah.
So having arrived in such a forest and having become very scared.
Yeah.
Then at that time.
Yeah.
Vikramakshana thought.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. The context is the stepmother of this hero asked him to fetch a magical flower. So this hero went into the forest, which where there is no even the sound of birds. So he was very afraid.
What is the difference between Lapana and so really Goja Lapa?
Lapan and Lapan.
Where?
The sentence of the textbook,
Okay.
the last one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Koja Lapan.
Oh, this one is co-verb.
Oh, this one.
This is co-verb, and this is the perfective past.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we cannot have like a perfective past
Okay.
in the
Auxiliary.
yeah,
construction.
so yeah, it cannot go with another. So perfect past can only be like finite verb. It cannot be like participle word. It cannot be modifiers of other things. So here, Jindalaban, that's the perfective past, and that one, Kojalaban is co-verb. So the Tinga, such, Vana is Sanskrit Vana, so the forest, and so is locative ending in the forest. Nihangavo is Tenge. We have seen it before, so having arrived at the forest, such a forest, and Mahadrasa Yangavo Junga Belsa. Mahadrasa is also Sanskrit, so we put Yangavo Yaye to make it a Newar verb. So like feeling very afraid at that time, this Vikramakeshara thought.
What's the function of Jonga?
Junga here is stative participle modifying the Belasa. So, and it goes together with this Yangavo Junga. So like he keeps being very afraid.
It's a stative participle.
Stative, this one is stative participle of Jonei. And we see this kind of structure a lot, like Jonga Belasa being at state at the time of what, and then any questions? Okay, we can move forward. Next one is also quite short. Anyone would like to try?
I'll try.
Yeah.
Dhanaya lohana antara jua tuan juro. Dhanaya is wealth plus genitive. So dhanaya loha is greed.
Yeah.
Greed of wealth or greed for wealth.
Yes.
And the na is here, so instrumental or with or for the greed for wealth. Amtara is witness, Jua, Juro. So I think he became witness, but I'm not sure why two Juye different forms here.
Yeah, here is kind of like repetitive as a little bit emphatic. So he became being the witness because of the great for wealth.
Okay.
Andra is interesting. Like in Sanskrit, it's like in between.
Broker.
Yeah. So not inclined to either party.
Oh.
So yeah, it's not like witness. So in the context is that two, because there's dispute about the jewel, so two Purusha Niwa, two people who came on the street, who came from the street, just became the false witness because of the greed for the wealth. So Dhana, genitive of wealth, Lopana, Lopa is great, Na is active or instrumental. So because of the greed for the wealth, he or they is third person because the finite verb Juro is the perfective past disjunct. So it must be a third person or a second person. So he or they became witnesses. And Duan here is emphatic poetic.
So this kind of repetition is not only for like Jui, like it happens to other verbs for the emphatic function.
I actually don't often see this kind of things. It often, like Juye and Zhongnge would be more common for this. And Julo also has, as an auxiliary, also has kind of like they end up being or end up doing something as a result, or finally, like that's a like he did this, he ended up doing this. Any other questions? Okay, so the seventh sentence is also a short one. Anyone would like to try? Yeah, please.
Chipanisena Sachino Paratna Biokanga. I think this is, we see what the truth gives this jewel.
Oh, can you repeat?
We see what the truth gives this jewel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So can you break it?
Yeah, so Ji Bani Sena is Ji, the first person pronoun, with Bani plural and Sena the ergative.
Yeah.
And then Sachana is the truth in the ergative suffix no.
Yeah.
This
So how do you translate Sadhyanam?
The truth does something. The truth would not do something.
Yeah, so actually noun here is more like adverbial, so like truly.
Okay, so we truly see what is given to this jewel.
Yeah,
yeah. And then Paratna is this jewel.
Yeah.
And then Bio is the dative participle. Bia.
Yeah.
I assume it's like a zero normalization here, which is
Yeah.
like that which gives the jewel. I guess.
Here is because we don't have a noun after that.
Yeah.
You can like translate that. Like we have seen the like giving
Giving.
of this jewel.
Yeah. And then kana is seen the perfective participle, and it's perfective participle because it's conjunct.
Yeah, so it's like I or we or Japanese and we have seen the giving bio. Sometimes you say bio and sometimes you say biwo, biva. You would see like all kinds of spellings of this duo. So it's it's just a stative participle of ba to give. So we have seen the giving of this dharadana, so this jewel, and sadhyanam. We truly have seen that. So in the story, that is the witness speaking, that we have seen this merchant has given the jewel to the other one.
Sorry, what's the Japanese sena, the se?
Sena is the ergative ending.
Oh.
Yeah. But it is the plural, sena is the ergative ending. So
it's a variant.
yeah. You also say Siena, like sometimes it's written in Siena, or CNN, all kinds of spellings in the text. Any questions? Okay, and we have the last one for today in the morning, 3 lines, a very long one. But it's not very complex. You see, there are just like different antecedent converbs, so can break the sentence easily. Anyone would like to give it a try?
Canada, then the elder brother.
Yeah.
The governors in the impassable forest.
Yes.
And do inside.
Yeah.
Hayava the antecedent convert.
Yes.
So the elder brother entered the impassable forest.
Yes. And then.
And
okay, first let's say the glossary. So Payangara is terrible, the Haya is place, Drasa is fear. So here, Payangara, terrible.
So in this terrible place.
Yes, and Tianao.
Right.
Yes, exactly, yeah. The antecedent converb of Tene, have you arrived at? Yeah.
And Drasa.
We just have it like Drasa, Mahadrasa like is great fear, and Drasa is itself is fear, and Jasen is the co-word of Jaye to feel. So just now we have Mahadrasa Yaye to make great fear, but here is the same sense, Drasa Jase.
And I think we also see Rasa just.
Yeah, Rasa Jase also like feel happy, feel delighted, yeah.
And Rasa, so Jasia is the
co-word.
Is a comfort.
Is a co-word.
Comfort.
Yeah.
So at this time he felt fear.
Yes.
And
This kind of feeling.
Yeah, at the time of feeling
yeah.
very afraid. And then we have.
And here comes Rakshasini.
Yeah, Rakshasini is a female demon. So Rakshas is the male one, and Rakshasini is the female one.
So Rakshas and Jimpa one element classifier.
Yes.
Via convert, antecedent convert.
Yeah.
Come.
Yes, exactly.
And Rakshasini, the demon plus derivative.
Yes.
Past perfected.
Sorry?
Past perfected.
Yes.
Set.
Yeah.
And no interjection.
Yeah.
So, great map.
Yeah. Madhyana is beloved. And Buddha is son.
And what is Cha?
Cha here is you. It's just a second person pronoun. Yeah, at first sight it might be like Cha, like one. I have one beloved son, but then that would be Chama. So here, it's just a like second person pronoun.
So my you, my
yes.
beloved son.
Yes, exactly. Padi is
my
yeah, like some, a little, a moment. And Nahune is the imperative of Nene, like
also,
please hear, like high honorific imperative.
So please hear my words for a moment.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, okay, yeah. You got everything right. Let's go over it together. So now, like then over there. And Daju is the elder brother. Durga Banasa. Durga is also Sanskrit word like unapproachable, difficult to access, impassable, and Bana is also Sanskrit Vana, the forest. So is the locative ending, du hayavo. So at first sight, do might be also like a stative participle of the ye to exist, but here is not, because du hayavo as a phrase, do is like the directional adverb inside, into, and hayavo is antecedent converb of haye, to enter. So having entered into that unapproachable forest, and bayengar. So this is also Sanskrit, terrible. It's like paya is fear, gara is like making. So making fear, that's very terrible. Thaya is place. So is locative ending. So in this terrible place, and tiangamo. So that's having arrived. Antecedent converb of tene. So having arrived as terrible place. Drasa jasen junga belasa. So at the time of being like a converb, co-verb here, like feeling afraid. At that time, then we have a switch of the subject. So everything before is that the hero of the story. But then here, although it's still like antecedent converb, we have a switch of the subject. The female demon, the Lakshasini, one Lakshasini came, or having came, she spoke. And this is the content of her speaking. Bho Mahaburusha, that's interjection, great man. Ji Madhyana Budracha. So this is really tricky, and it could be numeral, but here, because we don't have a classifier ma, so it's more likely it's just a second person pronoun. So you are my beloved son. So Madhyana is like beloved. Mala dictionary gives that is like native Newar word, but I kind of doubt. I thought if this could be related to Meida, like loving kindness in Buddhism, but I don't know. Madhyanabdra, so you are my beloved son. Ji ka padi lahune. So Ji here is the genitive of first person I. Ka is word, speech, and padi formulant, adverb. Nahune is high honorific imperative. This female demon is being very polite. So please listen to my words for a moment. Okay, any questions? Or any questions from online? Or demons experiences? Well, they can be or they can be not. There is no like fixed rule that whether in the story a demon should be honorific. But I guess maybe not. In our story, then our hero cut off the leg of the demon, this poor female demon.